Alright guys, welcome back to Art on Easy Street. Matthew did his piece, And I did my piece, and this was our melted crayons, and this is the results. Matthew's is, of course, a lot neater than mine. If I was to do this again, I would probably tape the sides up, because this was the first time that I'd done this. I would probably tape the sides up. As you can see, I've done the sides with crayons and the tops with crayons, and those crayons melted and went onto the back. Now the back doesn't look all that pretty, and I'll not do that again, but this was my first experiment. And what I did was I even coated the back with resin, just to make sure nobody's... So when you hang this, your crayons aren't going to get on the wall. So this is coated on the back as well as the front and sides. And I had a lot of fun making this. And I learned a lot. And I learned what not to do and what to do. But either way, I think it looks beautiful. And I love all the different colors. When I was doing it, I kept thinking of the... Jesus loves the little children, in red and yellow and black and white, and I've got creams and oranges and pinks and greens and blues and purples and reds and yellows and blacks and whites all mixed in there. And Matthew?
So I just wanted to have the front piece covered. The back is still a little bit sticky. I did cover the front in UV resin. Did get a little bit come through here, but it's not bad at all. The crayons were it's essentially wax, so I just came and knocked it all back off, repainted it, and then when I cured it with the UV resin, I did it kind of
One
letter at a time, just kind of the light covered this side, and I kind of cured it as I went along. And then I flipped over the back and I cleaned off. There was UV resin that had come and fallen down through the holes because I was trying to make sure I covered every piece, because it is wax. I wouldn't want it to get hot and start melting. For the most part, I was able to get all of the colors off. I still left a few down here on the insides. I wasn't too worried about, I guess, the insides of the letters, just more or less the whole outside of it.
And you did a wonderful piece on your piece.
Well, I did spend a lot of time on it. It was very meticulous. So I started here first. I was worried that I was going to remelt or undo what I had already done like the day previous. Like I said, this is, we're now in our, on our desk, we have our craft table that Dad built us, so it's working out awesome. It is really cool. So, that's what I get for not making sure my phone was on silent. Alright, so, it's okay. Leave that in here real quick. I'll call it right back. So, yeah.
And now, how much time did it take you on your piece? You spent about, 9 hours just melting the crayons?
No, just cutting the crayons. No. I probably spent about 3 hours doing just the crayons, because remember, we stopped, so...
Yeah.
I spent probably about an hour doing the first part of the section here, and then yesterday... Actually, yeah, it took me about 5.5 hours to do the rest of the crayons, and then just to make sure I cleaned everything up and to do the UV resin across the top.
Now, I used a lot more crayons and a lot more different colors than you did. Mine took me about 9 hours altogether, with melting of the crayons, shaping them, and then covering this piece in UV resin. And one of the problems I was getting was whenever I would get the front perfect and I'd flip it over to the sides, and it was really tedious, but I'm very pleased. I can see us doing more crayon works just because they're just fun.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. We saved, I guess,
Some of our
shavings still, so we can still, use them. They're still good, so
I
we can
see
still
us
use them in the future.
going to the dollar store
future
and getting a
projects here.
cheese grater just to leave in here for crayons.
And this isn't a sponsored ad, but this coffee is actually pretty good coffee.
Yeah.
It is. For it being instant coffee, it's not bad. It's better than the the Nestle instant coffees.
Yeah.
This is actually a decent instant coffee. So
And
that's
they
good
make
stuff.
great jars for things like that, and dried flowers and
Yeah,
whatnot. So
yeah. My aunt and uncle, my mom's brother, who are the ones who drink the coffee, and so they're like, we have all these extra containers, and we're like, well, I'll take them. So there you go.
all right. Well, thank you for joining us here together on Art on Easy Street, and we will see you later. Thanks, guys. Have a blessed day.
Yay.